Welcome to the Daily Dish with New York Times bestselling author Leanne Ely. Putting vibrancy back into your everyday life and feeding your heart, mind, body, and soul. Join us every day at 1 p.m. Eastern for Motivational Monday, Tuesday's Tip, Wise Woman's Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Food Fight Friday, and of course Q&A, where no question is off limits, and Soulful Saturday. Here is your host, Leanne Ely, and the Daily Dish.
Hello, lovelies. It's Wednesday. You know what that means, right? It's Wise Women's Wednesday. Look at there, and there's Lucy. I was wondering where you were, Lucy. I'm glad you're here. Jennifer's already down 4 pounds. It's Sprint Week, y'all. It is Sprint Week. If you don't know about the Sprint, savingdinner.com/sprint. All the information that you need is right there. Hey, Catherine. I'm glad you're here. Proud of you, Jennifer, by the way. Very proud of you. Marianne is in the house. Yes. Everyone is here. Isn't it so fun? I'm so glad you're here. There's my girl, Sarah Preston. And while I have you here, I've already asked permission from our girl, Amber. You know, they are our traveling family. They live in an RV and they go from here to there to everywhere. They homeschool their kids. Just a great family. Yesterday, their RV got flooded, and they don't know. I think they're right now assessing the damage. And here's what I want. Here's what I want you to know: that we are a women of faith here. I don't care what, you know. I'm not here to judge your faith, and you're certainly not here to judge mine. I know that's true, right? But we're women of faith, and we believe in the power of prayer, and we believe in a God who is anxious to hear from us. So would you pray for Amber and her family, for their RV, for the insurance, for all of it? Would you do that? I'm asking you to do that. And, you know, we as a company are probably going to be doing something else, but I just want to plant this little seed and get you on that whole trajectory, if you will. Because I know you guys, you know, this is how we love. This is what we do. This is everything. There's Carla and Carol and Vicky and let's see, Margaret's there. Look at you guys praying already. I love that. I'm so glad. Shelly, thank you so much for being here too on YouTube. Flynn, appreciate you. Sarah, apparently you have a 4-minute workout that I need to go see. I haven't seen it yet. Melissa, proud of you, down 2 pounds. Fabulous. Fabulous. Another Vicky is here. We got the Vickies in the house. We love it when the Vickies come. There's Denise. So I just had to say hello to everyone. Jocelyn's here. Yay, Jocelyn. So glad you could show up, by the way. And thank you for being a part of this community, because we're not just, you know, you're not just viewers. You guys are actual doers. So this is everything, the stuff that we're talking about. Vicki, I will get back with you on that. Joanne, thank you so much, you sweetheart. I'll get back with you on that. You know, we don't know yet. We're going to be talking about this. Yep. Well, we might set it up, Sarah. I'm not sure. We got to figure out what's going on. They have some stuff to do. Hey there, Mimi. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Janet, you are such a sweetheart. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I mean, what can I say? There are, how many people could I come to and just say all of this, you know? Sarah, I can't wait for that treat. I'm telling you. Else is really digging their, of course, I don't have it screwed on very well. Who else is loving their infusion water bottle from Full Bloom? I am telling you, this is like my favorite treat. I make it up at night. I've got mint and cucumber going on. And then I put it in the refrigerator overnight. It's nice and cold. Hello to you, Autumn. I'm glad you're here. There's my girl, Darla. Darla's won the internet. I don't know. I haven't seen Sarah's yet, but Darla did a 4-minute workout that absolutely, she had everything. She had mugs. She had quote decks. She was awesome. I loved it. It was so good. Yeah, Pinky's up for the infusion bottle. For the infusion, and strawberries and Pellegrino in the infusion bottle. Stop it. That is so great. Yeah, we love this infusion bottle. The unfortunate part for me is tried drinking it with it not all the way screwed on, and guess what? It just kind of went all over me. Hey, Steph, I'm glad you're here. There's my Diane. Yay! And of course, our Mimi. Don't we love our Mimi? We do. So Mimi, speaking of that, Mimi posted in our group, her mug got destroyed. And we've had a few other ones. And, Jenny and I got to talking, as we often do. And I just said, the company never said, hey, don't put this in the dishwasher. The company never said anything. The people who make these, don't you think they're under obligation? So if you've got a picture of a mug that got destroyed because you put it in the dishwasher, like you would any other mug, will you send it to us? Send it to support@savingdinner.com and just put mug pics in there. You can send them in there. Or we also have a thread going in the hot melt group. Okay. My hair's I feel like my hair looks like a puppy right now. It's just kind of a mess. All right. That's all that dry shampoo, y'all. So anyway, if you have that, we are going to look toward a solution. We're not the kind of people who say, oh yeah, well, that's too bad. I was reading that thread and looking at it and going, yeah, what can we do about it? Because we have very few left. And I don't know how widespread this is, but then gosh darn it, we tell you how to take your supplements, right? Don't we? We tell everybody how to take their supplements. We say, hey, take this one on an empty stomach, take this one here and take this one there. There are instructions for everything. So if somebody's selling us a mug that doesn't work in a dishwasher, and what mugs don't work in a dishwasher, right? Then we've got to get to the bottom of it. We're on the case. Huh, Jenny? Pinkies up. Carla, you are such a sweetheart. I'm not the only one whose hubby broke their mug while hand washing. Oh, Sarah. Okay, well, we have more mugs. We have new mugs, a new design and everything. That's on the drawing board right now. So that's coming. But I don't like that this happened. And I'm like, picking at mine and looking at it and all of that. So, But you know what? We're on the case. You know us, right? You know us. We don't let the grass doesn't grow under our feet. That's right. I've got you. We've got you. And you know what the fun part is? This is what I love about my team, that I'm going to call it my team. I own them. I love them. You know what I mean when I say that. Love them. They're my family. Jenny was already thinking the same thing. I was already thinking that. Of course you were, Jenny. Of course you were. Our supplement of the week, by the way, is the organic ACV. And it's such a deal because if you go to savingdinner.com/show, that's where you're going to see our supplement of the week. We have these menus called Now and Later, 4 volumes of them worth $40. And let me tell you what they are. They are recipes so that you will make up your dinner and then bag up another and give you exact instructions on how to freeze a meal. Isn't that a great idea? Thank you very much. I came up with this a long time ago. And now we've got 40 of these recipes for you to do just that. That comes when you get this organic ACV. You're going to love it. Most of them, I think, are pretty much on point with the Sprint. So savingdinner.com/show. That's how you get that. And after all that, if you still want a mindful mug, can I just say hand wash it, for heaven's sakes, for right now? I mean, like wash it with a delicate brush, hold it and kiss it and love it and say, don't go anywhere, little lovely. You're fine. If you still want that, savingdinner.com/mug to find out all about it. All right. Yes, that ACV is the best. I take it too, Joanne. I take all the things. Of course I do. This morning, I woke up with the stiffest of necks. I mean, I was like, oh, I can't turn my head. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. It was from doing all the work that I did. And here's the thing that you need to know. Guess what? When I was doing all of that, I thought, oh man, I need some Advil. And then I went, what am I talking about? I need InflaCrusher. So I took 2 InflaCrusher. I could still feel it a little bit, but I can move my head. That's what it's about. We don't want to be taking NSAIDs. This is the stuff, Tylenol, there's 35,000 deaths a year. That's why we take InflaCrusher. Yes, you're going to baby your new mug. You're going to pet your new mug. I love you, new mug. I will not put you in the dishwasher, give you too much of hot water. I will take care of you. I will love you. That's what we do. Savingdinner.com for that delicate mug. Shelly loves InflaCrusher. The best way to take Digest Zymes is 15 minutes before a meal. Yeah, just before a meal. But you don't have to do it with your smoothie, with your Target trifecta smoothie. All right, Shelly? She's on YouTube. Isn't that so fun? We have people on YouTube. Hi, Elizabeth. I'm glad you're here. And Jane. There you go. Somebody just said I'm hand washing her and babying her mug. Good. Maureen's here. Yay. I'm glad you're here too. Juanita. Almost didn't see you. There's my girl Amy and Elizabeth. All in the house. Gosh, I can't help it. Betsy, she uses it as a pencil holder and has never washed it. That's also an option. I do that too. I've got, pens that I use for saying thank you and writing on your invoices. Have you noticed that? You got sor gluteus medius. I getcha. It works. It's just so powerful. InflaCrusher is really powerful. But anyway, I've used these pens. I've got a cup for those pens, and I have another cup for my beloved pencils. You know how I am about all this stuff. Anyway, alpha lipoic acid, I will put that in. Can you put it is a necessary nutrient, but you can get it from other things. And if you put that in the Friday questions, we'll grab it from here. Don't worry about that, Mimi. Can you grab that one? Amber, maybe? Somebody? Patsy, you're not late. You're never late. You're here. And Cheryl, I'm glad you're here too, by the way. We also have our, speaking of success tools, as long as they don't fall apart in the dishwasher for you, these quote decks are absolutely phenomenal. Here's my one. This is my new one. I just changed it out because I was getting sick of the other one. I needed a new one. Old keys won't open new doors. This is one of the quotes that we've had just recently, but it's here. It's on my desk and it's looking for me. We have these little stands that they come with, this little easel, and they fit, look, just absolutely perfectly on there. And that way it's looking at me and doing its work. Do you love that or what? You can find quote decks. If you don't have yours, come on, for heaven's sake, savingdinner.com/quote. And speaking of quotes, hello, here's our quote of the week. Faith knows it has already received and acts accordingly. What? Acts accordingly. You have already received. Do you believe that? Do you? Do you believe that you have the capability, the ability, the absolute creativity to be the creator of your own life? Do you believe that? Man, I believe that so much, and I believe it in you. I believe it in everyone. That's what I believe. Hey, Allison, I'm so glad to see you. Yes, yes, yes. So good, so good. There's my Trisha gal. How'd you do last night? Did you go last night? Was that last night? Was that your dinner out with your husband? Did you hold the line, girlfriend? I hope so. Juanita's planted succulents in some of her mugs. Darling idea. See, you guys, don't drink out of them. They're too delicate. We'll get to the bottom of this. I promise you, we will get to the bottom of this. There's my girl, Angie. She's in the house. We will have Instagram before the end of the week. I'm still learning some things about it. I've had to read all this stuff. And you know me and instructions. It's like, can't this just be more intuitive? Whatever. So I got to practice on that. So you might get that. What else do we have? What we have coming up for you, by the way. Oh, what happened to, I don't even have my workbook with me. It's over there. There's a bunch of them over there. Mark took it. Anyway, we have the Take Back Your Life journal workshop coming up on May 15th. That's just 10 days from now. You can get in on this and be a part of it by going to savingdinner.com/journal. And as a matter of fact, some of the stuff that I'm going to be talking about today can be you could just take it and plunk it right down on the whole philosophy behind this journal. Okay? Because this whole week, what have we been talking about? Well, you know, we have been talking about time, you know, and I really believe in my heart of hearts is when we really understand and respect time, we can start to do things a little bit differently. You know, we can. No more wasting time, no more killing time, no more doing these things to time that is such a gift. When we're killing time, we're basically saying we're taking what you've given me, God, and just wasting it. it makes me crazy. Elizabeth, yours is going out. I signed them. I saw it. I think you ordered 4. I remember signing them. They went out yesterday. So watch, all of you watch for your packet, your tracking, because it's coming. You will get it in time. I promise you. You will get it in time. Trish is fasting for 13 hours. Good for you. It's weird, but during the sprint, during the week, regular food or whatever, but during the sprint, I am hungry earlier, but I'm getting up earlier too. And then the other thing is, not during the sprint, I can go till after lunch. I think there's a mental thing there. I'm excited too, Elizabeth. It's going to be so great. So go to savingdinner.com/journal. Well, do you want me to get it? Hold on. How did it get over here? I'm back. Here it is. I can't help but show it because it is so beautiful. Our Amber designed the living daylights out of this. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Everything about it, the daily planner pages are amazing, and you're going to learn how to use this in a way that is going to affect massive change in your life. Seriously. And I'm going to go through it. I'm going to teach you all about it from 10 a.m. Eastern to 12 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll have Q&A. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to, you're going to be doing it with me, hands on. We're going to get to do this. Isn't that so much more fun than just, I would like to lecture you now. Anyway, supplement of the week journal. I told you about it, savingdinner.com/journal. And don't forget, I sign it just to you. It's not that I just put my name on it. I say, for Lucy, love, Leanne. That's what I say. Lucy, yes, the 15th. And I know. Yes, yes, yes. I love this. And Vicki got her tracking number. See, everything, it's all working, y'all. So excited. We're in the middle of the sprint, and I can see everybody's already having so many results. It's so much fun. And you guys are in the sprint group doing your 4-minute workout, and it is so much fun. Yes, Jane, you're right. There are a lot of fun pages in there. And you'll see them, and there's quotes in there, and it's extraordinarily useful. And especially if you're going to use them, I'm telling you, you should be using it every single day and letting it be a part of your life. I think get a cheap journal from, the dollar store and have this. This is not for your work stuff. This is for your personal stuff. This is all about you, not your work stuff. I have a separate, my work planner is completely different. That's for me. I love it. Yes, you got it. Yay. I'm glad you got it. I'm so glad. Patsy got her full bloom thing. So I want to talk about urgency today because I think urgency is one of the things in time that we don't even take a look at, do we? We don't recognize a lot of times what urgency is about. Our sense of urgency is, our pants are on fire, run out the door kind of a thing. And, it's not. The actual definition of urgency is this. Yes, Sarah, I know. The activity and the posts in the group this week have been incredible. I'm sorry, I have to just respond to Sarah's comment there, because if you're not a part of our group, my goodness, you are missing out. It is just so much fun right now. Everybody is participating, got lots of new ones and new people, and it's lovely. Oh yes, Susan, I'm so glad you got the journal. Yay! So you ready for this? Should we talk about urgency? Let's talk about what it is and how it can work on our behalf. Tomorrow, Thursday, we're going to talk about uncertainty, because uncertainty is also a part of time. It's also about, because uncertainty lights you up and makes you decide how you're going to spend your time. It's interesting how all of this works. All of this is time related. All of it has everything that's connected to it. So that's why I wanted to talk about that. Darla, you're absolutely right. This group is so uplifting, and so are you, because you're a part of it. That's what it is. And you are too, Lucy, and Andrea is, and so's Mimi, Susan, Sarah, Patsy, all of you are. That's why our group is so incredible. And my sense of urgency with you today is this. I want you to sense the urgency that's in your life right now, that you are being called on purpose for a purpose today, not tomorrow, not next week, not after the holidays, not on Monday, today. We fuel our week. We talked about that, didn't we? We talked about that this whole last week. We set up and did a full breakdown of the sprint. Why? Because the sprint is a part of the vibrancy that's in your life. It is, because that's how you fuel your life. But we also understand and know that vibrancy doesn't come from a smaller pair of jeans. It doesn't. We think it does. That's the carousel of crazy. That's the lunatic thinking that we have. If only I could get into size X jeans, then I'll be happy. And then it happens, it doesn't work out, something happens, gain all the weight back and a few more maybe. And we start the whole process again. Just need to find the right diet with the right guru and the whole thing. And our whole lives are focused on this one stupid goal. Instead of having our lives focused, our eyes focused on the abundance of what this life represents. Sure, nice size less jeans or whatever is fine. It's great, as a matter of fact. It means that, probably you're losing some inflammation along with some body fat. But it's not everything, is it? Is it? You wouldn't be here if that's what it was. You would not be here if that's what it was. What is the most important thing right now is having vibrancy into your life. So we understand Mick Jagger's song, Time is on My Side. Yes, it is. That's the chorus, by the way. If you haven't heard this song before, if this way, you were born way, way later and you've been in a time warp and you missed it. 1964 is when it came out. I don't remember. I was too young, but I do Rolling Stones, I do remember. 1964, that's when it came out. Time is on my side. It's just the chorus. The rest of it, you can kiss goodbye. But that's the song. And I'm going to, keep going by it because time is on your side when you decide that it is. Time is your opportunist, if you will, when you make the decision that it is. It's that simple. So when we understand that time is on our side, we understand 3 important things. You ready for them? This was so good. Number 1, the time to do something is now. One of the things that we do is we put things off, don't we? We put it off. We put it off and we think, maybe tomorrow, maybe on Monday, maybe after the holidays, maybe next year, maybe for a New Year's resolution. Put it off, put it off, put it off, put it off. What does that do? How does that help? What does that do? Well, the thing is, when you're putting things off, you are putting off, are you ready for it? Your life. You're putting off your vibrancy. You're putting off what could be. When we push off and put off and don't do something now, we don't have a sense of urgency that this is the only one life we have to live. We don't have a sense of urgency that we've got one shot. We have one shot, one. You will never do another lyric I'm going to throw at you from Seals and Croft. We may never pass this way again. It's true. You don't know if you're going to have that opportunity tomorrow, do you? You don't know what you've got for next year or next week or any of it. We don't know. And I'm not saying, oh my gosh, start hand wringing and worrying, am I going to wake up tomorrow? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being present in the present, seeing it as the gift, and exactly running like you're on fire toward your wildest dreams. That was last week's quote. I was going to just pull that one out, Sarah. Thank you. She gave it to me. It's true. Running like you're on fire toward your wildest dreams. That kind of urgency, that's the urgency that's going to put you closer to the vibrant life that you hotly desire. And I say that a lot because who doesn't hotly desire a vibrant life? Show me someone. I don't know one single soul on this planet that says, really what I want is mediocrity. Really what I want is meh, lukewarm, just an okay. I just want to get by. No, you don't. You want vibrancy. Vibrancy. So when you understand that the time to do something is now, It's because you get this. You get this. It's plugged into you, and it's making you kind of tingle inside. To quote Amber, it makes you razzle dazzle inside. It is, right? Do you feel that? Do you feel that sense of urgency that it's time to really run toward your life, run toward your wildest dreams, even in the midst of uncertainty, even in the, gee, I'm not really sure about all of this, but knowing, does your knowing know? Do you? I just want to put your hand over your heart and just feel your heartbeat. You're here on purpose for purpose. Do you get that? If this is the case, then the time to do something is right now. Right now. When we're done with this broadcast, do something that will get you closer to your goals. Write something down. Do something. And as a matter of fact, all of you who are here who have our journal already, I want you to watch your email, because after this broadcast, you will be getting your homework. It's the Dream Big homework. That's what I'm calling it. And I want you to pour your heart and soul. I want you to pray over it. I want you to meditate on it. I want this sheet to be everything for you, because that's going to light your path. That's the light in that dark tunnel of where am I going for this whole workshop. Okay. Just side note on that. Okay. So that's number one. Number two, when you act now, you get to be the purveyor, the creator of that outcome. Do you like that? Because I don't know about you, I want to be the creator of my own life. I don't want something by default. I don't want somebody else choosing for me. I want to be the person who creates the outcome. So when you act now, you get to create the outcome. Because I'm going to tell you right now, number three, if you don't act, you also create an outcome, and it's on default. It's an outcome that maybe you don't want. It's an outcome that somebody else chooses. It's an outcome that says, I don't have a voice in my own life. That's pretty intense, you guys, what I'm saying right there. That's intense. But if we live our lives on default, we get what we sowed. You reap what you sow. And there is so much wisdom in that. If that's what you're going to do, then that's what you're going to get back. But you can't play the victim card on this. You can't. You cannot. If you say, well, I didn't and I couldn't, because you're playing the victim card. And hasn't your life been decorated with enough rationalizations and excuses? Are you done now? Are you done? If you're done, then you sense the urgency. If you're done, then you're ready to grasp the next thing. If you're done, then you're sitting here right now listening to this, and you're just inside, you're going, yes, yes, yes. You're right, Christine, exactly. No decision is a decision in and of itself. That's exactly right. Oh man, Darla, what a thing to say. Darla says, I feel like I've been gathering a whole bunch of redundant or useless tools in search of a magic wand until now. That's because you found your people. That's because we love you. That's because you're one of us. That's what it is. And you get this. It's all about your entire life, right? That's how we get vibrant. And then the fun thing is that all of a sudden your pants are falling off, not because your pants are on fire, but because they're getting too big, because you're fueling your life well. That's because you're having interactions with people who care about you the way you care about them, and you feel fed in your heart, mind, body, and soul. That's because of all of this when we have a sense of urgency in our lives. Isn't it so true? Amber says she's tried so many times with different workshops and goals, but I never came up with anything. There's nothing I'm striving for. Amen. We do, Elizabeth. Brilliant. We do create our own magic wand. Yes, 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 yes. 100 times yes. We do. We get to. If we, number two, act on it, we get to create the outcome and bring our own magic to it, don't we? We do. That's what it is to become the creator of your own life, the queen of your own life, to own yourself. That's what it is. And that's my urgent plea to you to get on top of this. And I want you to understand something, because we all have something that we don't want to do. right? But that doesn't mean you get a pass. That doesn't mean you don't have to do it because, you don't want to. Does anybody just wake up in the morning and go, you know what? I really want to clean my toilets. I want to clean my toilet. I'm so excited. I can't believe it. I'm going to make a Facebook post and take pictures of all the toilets and tell everybody, I can't wait. In just a few hours, I get to clean the toilets. No one does. Not a soul. No one. But you do it anyway, don't you? Because nobody wants a gross, vile toilet. We don't put that stuff off. You don't get to check out and get a pass because you decided not to that you didn't want to do it. We got to do things we don't want to do all the time. Do you remember changing poopy diapers? Gosh, or a cat box, or dog vomit, or, doing things that just break your heart. But we do them anyway. That's who we are. That's stepping into your power when we do it anyway. Stepping into your power. That sense of urgency that I'm asking you to feel is a free pass to step into your power, to step into the woman that you really are. Deep down, you have so much more power than you know. You are so much stronger than you know. And you're here on purpose for purpose. Remember that. I want that to light a fire inside. I want you to feel it right now. If you're feeling it, give me some pinkies up right now. I want you to. I just want to see it. So anyone, I'm doing this right now with a friend who got bad news from a doctor, and we're going through it. And we're dealing with some stuff. I did it with my mom twice. In the 1990s, we sat in the doctor's office. I held her hand as her doctor said, "You've got cancer." And she had cancer and lymphoma in her lungs. Had it. She had 3/4 of a lung removed. Quit smoking, did all of that. And then don't you know it, 7 years later, she started smoking again. Even though that lymphoma, she was one of the first people ever cured because she was part of a whole thing. And I was able to work with her with juicing, with herbs and with supplements, with her doctor's approval, way back in the 1990s. My kids were little. And then what? 7 years later, I'm sitting in front of a doctor with her, and they're saying, we really need to start considering hospice. COPD, she started smoking again. We do things just to say that we don't want to do things like quit smoking, that doesn't mean you get a pass. That means you're going to get a consequence because you chose not to do it. There are consequences for our inactiveness. There are consequences for our non-decisions. There are consequences for not running towards your life like it's on fire. There are consequences. I want you to also understand too that when I'm talking about urgency, I'm not talking about being frantic and scared and being hand-wringer. My mother was a hand-wringer too. It's not that. It's an understanding of these three things. What could be, what is possible, and life is short. Just is. Like yesterday, I shared with you that I lost my father when he was 59 years old. And as a matter of fact, on his 59th birthday, he was on his deathbed. He didn't even know it was his birthday. There was no cake, no celebration, no people over. He was on his deathbed. And he died 14 days later on the 29th. So life is short. And when we understand that, and we have an appreciation of what is possible, can you imagine? What if? And of course I can. Of course I am. And lately I've been saying, of course, before I am an athlete. Of course I'm an athlete. And I act like one. I eat like one. I prepare for like one. And by golly, I'm an athlete, I might be almost 63-year-old athlete, but I don't care. I'm still a freaking athlete. Guns up. This is what we do. This is what we do. So how do we get this whole urgency thing to just land? Land it like a plane. And you'll see if you're getting my homework, you're going to see exactly what this is. you're going to see exactly what this is. Number one, you act in proportion to the sense of urgency. In other words, if you've got a full-on emergency and you've got somebody choking, you're going to go run over there and Heimlich them. But if you have a sense of urgency, like, you know what? It's time. I got to get this weight under control, this inflammation under control. You just got some blood tests back. It's time. That's a sense of urgency. And you don't start on Monday. You start tomorrow. You do a clean out of your pantry. You get serious about your life and run toward it like your pants are on fire. Run toward it like your vibrancy is dependent on you acting right now today. Because it is. So we act in proportion. Number two, you specifically go after that task daily. This is what goals do, because goals set the framework for what this sense of urgency is. What do you want? What does your vibrant life look like? Maybe a few pounds less. Maybe you buy a different car, or you live in a different place, or you have a whole new set of friends, or you've accomplished X, Y, and Z. You've started a business. You've done something now with this dream of yours that you've wanted to forever. You don't stop. You go. That's what it is. You go after that task with everything you've got. You create your goals. Yeah, sense of urgency right here with this workshop right here. You don't think I'm going to have a sense of urgency when I teach you this on Saturday the 15th? My pants are on fire already. And by the time we get there, it's going to be smoking hot. Bring your fire extinguishers. That's all. We have to do this. We have to do this. And number three, we have to see the big picture. What happens if you don't? What happens if you just say to the doctor, I don't want to talk about that right now? What happens? What happens if you decide that you're just not going to fix the plumbing? What happens if you don't run after your life with everything you've got? What happens? Nothing happens. Lukewarm happens. Just like meh happens. Regret happens. Wishing you'd done something different happens. Where do you spend your time? That's why we redeem our time. Where's it going? Is it going toward those wildest dreams? Or is it being spittered, just given away to anything that comes by? Number four, I'm going to tell you this, and this is the truth. When you sense this urgency, you feel this emotion inside of you. It's a stirring inside. It's something inside of you that's just going, this is different. I'm about this. This is all the things. This is everything. Everything. And you know what? That pain is the pain that assuages I would say that urgency is the pain, is the assuager, if you will, of the pain of change. Because change is not the simplest thing in the world. If it was all simple, wouldn't we all be doing it? Snap, it's done. Snap, snap, snap. No. It's a daily thing. It's putting your mind on it. It's making a decision for yourself about what you want, period. That's simple. And that urgency makes it that much easier because it propels you toward what it is that you want instead of repelling you. Change comes, it's awkward at first. You feel like a little kid learning how to walk. But I'm telling you, when your pants are on fire for your life, when you're excited about it and that sense of urgency is there, it all changes because emotionally we're now attached to that instead of all the other garbage. You got that? I love that. I think that's so cool. And the other thing, number 5, is don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable because you know what happens? When you get to that place and you're saying, oh, here I am, I'm at this goal, there's going to be another one that pops up, and get ready for the discomfort again. But that's what life is when you're living vibrantly. It's never just getting to a comfy place. Haven't we already seen this? That being too comfortable, what does it do? If you're too comfortable and you're sitting all day long, you're going to turn into a big pile of mush. We have to get into the discomfort by getting our butts into the gym or getting out and walking or whatever and start lifting some weights so that we can protect our bones and our muscles. If you don't use it, you lose it. So what do? We get just uncomfortable in the gym, and there's always the next goal. And that's okay. That's what that sense of urgency does. That's how you get that vibrancy. And number 6, of course, when you're doing all of this, urgency itself is a reward in and of itself. if you meditate on it, if you think about it, you let it feed you. I'm telling you, all of those fun hormones, the oxytocin rather, sorry, and the dopamine, the serotonin, they all, you feel good. You feel good because you're doing work that's propelling you faster and faster toward your goals. And you know what else happens? And this is why one of the reasons we're doing this workshop, because this is only for 12 weeks. But this is how we compress time too. And we can get more done in that time, not so that we're crazy women trying to do things, but just so that we can sense the urgency of how important it is to live on the track of attaining and holding fast to this vibrant life. It's everything. It's everything. And a framework of goals, that's going to get you there. And understanding how to put them into your life every single day, that's going to make it extraordinarily attainable. And you know what else it's going to do? It's going to reconstruct your days, reconstruct your weeks and your months and your years into an entire vibrant life. Not just one little occasional thing here and there, but all of it. Life becomes a sense of fun, enjoyment, and it's an adventure with everyone, isn't it? Noreen says exercise really does make you feel good. Yes, yes, yes. That's exactly right. Oh, I'm telling you, this is the kind of stuff that lights me up. I hope today's show was a blessing for you. I hope it helped. And I'm going to just offer again, if you're part of the Hot Melt Sprint group, fabulous. If you're not, what the heck are you waiting for? It's never too late to jump in. We are on day 3 of our challenge, but you know what? You would be most welcome in. We're going to welcome you in also into our Facebook group. Go to savingdinner.com/sprint. You can find the webinar there, the guide there, all of it. It's all free, all free. And when you get into our group, you're going to find an amazing group. These women here that I talk to all day long are going to be there for you. And let them tell you how fabulous this group is, because the support is incredible. The encouragement, all of it. We need this. We need each other. Amen. We need each other. So if you want to go ahead and join the challenge from yesterday and do a 4-minute workout video, I'm all about that. I want to see what you have to do. I don't know, Sarah. I don't know if you can beat Doreen's. I'm sorry. Not Doreen's, Darla's. Darla's just cracked me up. That was the funniest one. The more you can do, the more I'm going to enjoy. But anyway, you guys are the very best, by the way. I love you all so much. You light me up. And I have a sense of urgency to get this message out to you because I want you to have everything that you want. You deserve it all, every bit of it. I will see you tomorrow for Thirsty Thursday. Be there or be square. Peace be with you. Pinkies up.
Thanks for watching. You can find us on YouTube on the Saving Dinner channel or on the Saving Dinner Facebook page. Check back daily for new episodes, Monday to Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you missed the live show, you can watch the replay. Until next time, pinkies up.